Jack did before, I sure as hell do now.
Hello, Candy. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. I always appreciate the stop by. It's no problem with lurking.
Yes, most of my merchandise was ripped from the hands of dead
You're fine.
adventurers.
Thank you.
Don't have too much fun. Let me know if anything catches your eye. Good luck. Welcome, customer.
Grind them up! Turret, what would I do without you?
Gotcha, bitch. Alright. Do the treasure hunt now.
Luge!
Warehouse on the shore.
you be careful, honey.
Damn it.
That's the best you got? I got some for everybody! Meet my lady friend. Newsflash, bitches! Turrets kill! You tell him, baby. You get a bullet, and you get a bullet. Everybody gets a bullet. That's right. Let her mow you down.
Despacito. I think we're Gucci. Let's go.
Hey,
Damn,
stand
y'all.
in front of this.
Just gonna keep on ignoring enemies. Dusted. Goes like this, the fourth of fifth. The minor fall of the major lift. The golden, it's a broken hallelujah. What the hell? I think I'm supposed to go through here. Damn me. Okay. Alright. It is what it is. thing. Don't know why, but it has this like weird glitch where it won't let me open this chest. Oh well. To sanctuary. Oh.
Chosen one. Ah.
High quality, low price, and no questions asked. 2 words, my friend. No refunds. Goodbye, friend. If you shop anywhere else, I'll have you killed. Don't die. I need a business. Welcome to my humble shop. Your cash ain't worth a thing if you don't spend it.
I wish I had more warriors like you. Between us, the rest of these slabs are kind of useless.
This ends now. Jack Lilith, the warrior of the hero's past.
So that's what. This is the final fight, amigo. If you gotta prepare, do it now. Go check around the city. These people don't have much, but they still want to help you. Hyperion's locked the entrance to Heroes Pass. Get back to Claptrap and need him to open the way for you. Rick and I will meet you once you're in. Win or lose, we're gonna finish this together. For Bloodwing, for Roland, for Pandora!
If that Vault Hunter comes by, you make sure and give him my love, alright? What? I mean, wish him luck, Scooter. Hey, and if we don't get through this, if Jack wakes his warrior or whatever, tell Ma. Tell Ma I love her.
Get your familial reconciliation!
Why you always gotta do that?
Hey man, Ellie and I were just talking about you. Now you make sure to come back alive, okay? If you can, come back with Jack's head on a pike. You hear?
What Scooter said. I wanna hollow that son bitch's gourd and eat nachos out of it.
Oh, nearly forgot. Ellie and I got something for you. Hope it helps.
Name is Aaron Witherby. I'm deathly afraid of bugs.
Though I generally have trouble verbalizing my thoughts into words that will not utterly confuse or nauseate you, I find my mental processes are now surprisingly focused. I have only 2 words for you. Perhaps the most important 2 words ever spoken on Pandora. Kill Jack. Here, this may help you in your efforts to put a hilariously large hole in Jack's face.
Moxie, Marcos, y Hammerlock, Marcos.
Jack's monopoly on weapons. Here, you might need this.
Morning, DZ. Glad to hear it. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate the support. It's gonna be my last stream before I head to Florida. So nothing too big.
You won't find better merchandise anywhere else.
How are you doing today?
I've had just about enough of that handsome jackass sugar.
Oh, and let's not forget.
Should be so the plan was to return Sunday night, but it's looking more like I'm gonna be coming back Monday morning. That'll leave up to the discretion on whether or not like I said, I kind of do morning streams now, so I may or may not stream the day I get back. I don't want to overkill myself, but at the same time, you know, we'll see. Like, I don't know how early I'm gonna be. I may completely miss my time frame, but I'll keep everybody updated based on what goes on. But it'll be a lot quicker coming back. It's a road trip to Florida, and then I'm taking a flight back. Okay. Hold on 1 second. else at 9 in the morning from Wisconsin and nobody answers. I live in Maryland. I had to take a road trip because I'm leaving to drop my sister off, help my sister move. She's moving out of Maryland to Florida, so we're taking a road trip with all her stuff down there. But I'm taking a flight back up. But it's all right. For the day you live closer. No, from what I looked at on the maps, it's like a 9-hour drive from where I'm at. For me, that's nothing too big. I used to drive for 12 hours, like non-stop. Thing is I don't think I'm driving. I think my brother-in-law is driving. So he may take more pit stops than I normally would. Like if it were up to me, if I were ever like to make a trip down to Florida and like I'd be out at probably like 6 a.m. 9-hour drive, so that means I'd be there by 3 p.m. Like that'd be me, straight shot. I mean, barring that I have to fill up on gas and stuff.
It's time to end this! I'll meet you out in the Iridium Plate. You've earned it. That's what I'm talking about.
Next. Shoot. Okay. Let's do Monster Mash.
So, yeah, funny story. Those projects I was working on, they're
Kinda alive. You smell like popcorn. Now, I'm pissed.
Welcome to my humble shop.
Hi, this here's Scooter. I'll get you where you need to go.
Yeet.
meet the Scrags. Body of a skag, wings of a wreck, and the insanity of both. It's
Let's get to killing, sweetheart. Nearly paid off. Shut up already.
Oh. No, if I lived on the West Coast, yeah, I would definitely fly. I would not drive. No, 9 hours isn't a lot for me. It's just it might be a 2-day road trip. I don't know for sure. Just because it's the whole family going, so it's It's my sister, her 2 kids, and my brother-in-law. Now, he's used to driving long hours. And so am I. So, like, we could probably handle it, but I don't know how the kids and my sister will handle it. So maybe a 2-day road trip, or like a 1.5-day road trip. After we get there, I help her unload all her stuff, relax for a bit, and I take a nice little plane ride back up.
See ya, bro.
What scares you about driving long distances? Is it just the management of all the people? The mental toll, the stress of handling all that? Because I understand that. That's why I'm like, I don't even know if it's going to be... Like I said, if it was just me, I could get to Florida in 1 day. But, it's not just me.
You're my millionth 2 words, my friend. No refund.
Ah. I can respect that as well. I've met plenty of people with anxiety issues, so I know what that's like. Do you consider yourself more on the severe end of the spectrum, or just like microbursts that appear out of nowhere and only enhance because you get lost in your thoughts? Because I've dealt with people on the extreme spectrum that can, you know, just spontaneously just panicking out of nowhere over the slightest thing. I assume with 5 kids, you're a functioning one. You're severe? Ooh, with 5 kids? Go ahead, girl. You're a superwoman. That is mad respect. I got mad respect for that then. Marginal door. Rock club C. Sneak FM. The list goes on, I'm assuming. How do you do it all? What goes in the life of DZ? So, I get the whole point of no choice, but, I mean, amidst all of that, the fact that you even have to deal with all of them, you still function. I'm assuming since you're a part of the Phoenix community, you know, you still find a way, you know, to squeeze in the things that appeal to you so you can have your own little enjoyment despite all the challenges. I'm actually quite amazed. So, you know, you say no choice, and I respect that answer as well. But, you know, here I am, just a dude, you know, I'm just struggling to keep my eyes open right now. I'm always interested in people's walk and their own story, because we all go through different things. And to hear that, you know, you have 5 kids, you face all these issues, and you still chugging along, you know, it's amazing. It reminds me of a time where I met my half brother. Gotten older, learned to put things to the side. Bad things things I have to do and don't have time for narcolepsy. True. It's just a respect thing on my end. Like, I really actually admire it a lot. It reminds me of a time where I recently went to New York to reconnect with some of my family, and I got in touch with a half brother I haven't seen for I haven't seen him at all. I wasn't there for when he was born, but he suffers from a level of anxiety as well. His isn't as severe, but he has his spikes. And it was our first time meeting each other, and we kind of hit it off. Like, he really liked me for who I was. And eventually, when it was time for me to get close to leave, he really wanted to open up, because apparently I had helped him a lot with him dealing with some anxieties. He looked up to me on how I was dealing with a lot of issues that were going on in my life. And he said he had a mad respect for me. And I told a retort to him. I said, "You have respect for me?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" And I told him, I said, "You know, you deal with anxiety. You deal with something that you literally can't control. Like, I understand, like, there's bursts, and that, you know, like, because I've been around those people, you know, I don't look at them different. I actually have a respect for them." I told him, I said, "You know, when it comes to things like I have to deal with, just an example, if something makes me afraid or holds me back, the truth of the matter is that I can step aside, I can calm myself down, I can do things to really work up the nerve to do what will probably hold me back. When it comes to a lot of these medical issues, they're out of the control of the person who has them. They don't have an option to really, you know, just stop." So I said, you know, I always had a higher respect for people who do that, because, you know, you still live on to the next day like I do, but you face those challenges every day. Like, you have good days, you have bad days, just like I do, but for the most part, you do have it harder in a sense. So that's why, you know, I'm curious about what goes on in the life of DZ, because, you know, I see those things and I'm like, yes, they're problems, and I honestly, I would not want them for you. Like, I don't know, I kind of would like a normal life for everybody, but that just doesn't, that's not how life works. But I find it amazing, you know, to come across people, like, you know, they have all these problems, and they still go on. It's a little self-encouragement for me that, you know, I can put my issues to the side and grow. But that's why. Ooh, giblets.
No one has seen the Firehawk, but we feel its presence everywhere. The Bloodshots, those disgusting marauders who operate out of the Old Doll Dam, mounted raids on the gates of Sanctuary for weeks, until suddenly they stopped. I see scorch marks all around the Bloodshot camps. No human could stop the Bloodshot so completely, so violently, so beautifully.
I think we're pulling up on the end of this game. Not the end. I'll do the DLCs too.
Chew 'em up, honey.
Yeet.
You're heating up, baby.
Well, then handle what you gotta handle. I'm glad you've reached the point where you understand your limitations. A lot of people who get in these situations just kind of accept it for what it is, but don't really take the steps to mitigate them as much as they can. And so I'm glad you're very self-aware of your limitations and that you know, take the proper steps to handle them. Like, there's nothing wrong with having a cup of coffee, but you understand that with that cup of coffee comes certain consequences in your own life. So that's, like I said, that's why I'm curious and stuff like that. You know, like, I'm always interested in the differences in other people's lives.
Thanks for the stretch.
Sometimes my differences can help them move on. Sometimes their differences can help me move on. So it's nice to know that, you know, there's people inside the Phoenix community that, you know, are part of this great community. And they all have different backgrounds, all have their different struggles, but somehow we're all making it work. Yeah, Mama Toast said the same thing. So you're new to this, but I don't know. I've had a pretty, you know, messed up life for a childhood. But one of the things I've done amidst that whole time is a lot of people say like I'm an unprofessional therapist per se. Um, like he said, like I'm a good person to talk to. So a lot of people come to me and they like vent their issues. They tell me what's going on, and I either try to provide, you know, solutions if they're willing to take them, because you can't really, yeah, I understand that too. People come to vent to me to, you know, and I try to provide them solutions if they want to listen to that, because you can't force people to do anything. But, you know, I always try to provide the avenue that, you know, if you do want to solve this, it is possible. Other times I just become an ear so people can just, you know, vent out the stuff. And that's why sometimes on my stream, yeah, I find a lot of lurkers on my stream, because for the most part sometimes they just come here and they just want to escape. They don't want to talk about anything, they don't really want to do anything, but they just want to watch me game and just relax. That's what I try to do. Yeah, they that's what I try to do for my stream. But, you know, yesterday on my morning stream, we were talking about like familial loss and how that can have a traumatic effect on you. And I shared a couple stories about, you know, how I had lost my grandpa and like how it deteriorated my mental health and stuff like that, because I held on to the pain too much, and it took a lot out of me to actually grow from it. So we have some interesting conversations here. For the most part, I'm just trying to be entertainment and just like a pit stop almost. You know, gather people's backgrounds, understand that they have a different life than I do. Feel what? Familial loss? Yeah. Because I'm sure you're aware, because I think we saw each other even on Mamato's stream at one point in time. She stops by every now and then, and I ask her how she's doing in terms of her health. And so what I've been trying to do is just, you know, there are multiple ways to heal, and I honestly believe that. I can firmly say that because of what has happened in my life. I've never really had any mental problems, but I have suffered mental issues because of traumatic events that have happened to me, or just in general because the way I've handled them in the past. They have deteriorated my health in different ways. So I try to address those issues with Mom, and she doesn't really see it yet, but I know she's starting to get a little bit of an inclination of it. That you know, unloading a lot of the drama that's in our lives and trying to heal from them is a great way to help your own personal health. So she's doing things like talking to her doctor and stuff like that, getting ready, you know, to move on in this situation through the physical way. But there's a great way to actually heal, and alongside that, which is working on your own personal mental health as well. Things that hold you back. If there's anything that, you know, is a serious pain in your life, it'd be best to find a way to actually start to heal from that. And I'm not saying it's easy, Just real quickly, my grandfather died when I was 6. It was so traumatic for me that I didn't accept his death until I was 8. Like, it was in complete denial that he died until I was 8. And amidst all that time, it was such a personal trauma for me. I can't say I really got used to his death up until right now. Like, to be able to talk about it to people who I've never met is a big step for me. I used to have problems where, like, I would break down crying in the middle of work for absolutely no reason, just because he would cross my mind. So I learned in my own way that, you know, it is kind of healthy to kind of learn how to deal with some of these issues that we hold away.
Good job, minion! I'm uncloaked over by the controls. Let me just get this door open. Do you think a door can stop me, Jack? I was made to open doors.
And in the meantime, we game. And there she is. Hey, Mama.
Access denied.
I just got told that I am a great person to talk to by DZ. So I talked a brief moment about how we were talking about traumas yesterday and how it's best to deal with them. It's always nice to see you, Mama. Thank you for stopping by. And Iron Toast too. Thank you for stopping by, Iron Toast. You guys know I always appreciate the support. You can lurk all you want, man. I really appreciate it.
Shutting the door defenses down now.
Activating additional door defenses. Turrets deployed.
God damn it!
Dispatching additional troops.
Crap on it, cracker! More bots incoming! We got warlorders, friendo! I've got an idea! I'm hacking those turrets so they'll fight for us!
Access denied.
Come on, baby! Don't be like that! Give me those turrets!
Watch him.
Access granted.
Holy it actually worked! The turrets are fighting for us now! I actually did something! I'm overriding the door lock! Just stay alive, minion!
But you know how I am, Mama. Has there been water intake? Get some good sleep.
Dispatching additional troops.
The basics.
How many of these guys are there? Badasses incoming!
Uh-oh. Making progress. I love it.
Avoid the bullet! Avoid them!
Reinforcements depleted.
Don't worry, baby! Happens to
I
a
love
lot
it,
of girls.
honestly. It's always good to hear. I'm glad you're making progress, Mama. You have a whole community supporting you. I'm not so sure if you're aware of that, and if the stream that you were on yesterday has not made it clear yet. There's a lot of people supporting it in your back corner, wanting the best for you.
I was made to open doors! There's no stopping us now, minion! Together, we shall free Pandora! I will lead you into battle! I will destroy Handsome Jack with my bare hands! I will... Stairs? No!
See you clap.
You've gotta go on without me. Do your master proud.
Well, it's hard. The whole caffeine thing is hard because you don't have to agree 100% with me, but caffeine is addictive. It is its own kind of drug.
Feel
So what are you gonna prefer more? The thing that gives you all the warms and fuzzies? Water. Like I'm speaking from experience here. I used to only drink like Mountain Dew. Mama knows this. Or was it Mama? The time I'm trying to remember who a story I told what to who. But there was a time I didn't really watch my. I think I did tell you this one about how I almost passed out with black spots, seeing black spots, because I wasn't eating right. Like I only had Mountain Dew,
You won't find better merchandise anywhere else.
pizza, and so there was a day where I just, yeah. So yeah, I could say there was probably like a little bit of a caffeine addiction when you openly choose a soda over water. Yep. That's just me. I've definitely worked on that since then. Ah, jeez.
Deploying sentry.
Okay. But yeah. I know what it takes to represent anything to me, but oh no, just kind of back and forth with Mama, talking about making sure her health is all right. I reminded her that she has people in her back corner wanting the best for her, and then I mentioned we were talking about how like caffeine can be addictive, and like me personally, I think I was a little bit addicted to it. Because I worked on a golf course, and at the time, because I wasn't really financially stable, the only thing I really handled was I drank a lot of soda, specifically Mountain Dew, and I basically ate pizza. I was a Ninja Turtle, basically. And one day, it led to, one day it led to me working on the golf course, and like I just started seeing black spots in my vision, and my coworkers asked me how I was doing, and I told them, I said, I'm not alright, and like I fell down on my hands and knees and stayed in that position for about 5 to 10 minutes before I could like really recuperate. It was a little bit of an alarming situation for me. So I can always be healthier. I'm not gonna say like I'm an aficionado right now. You're gonna look at me, like when I get a camera, you're gonna look at me and you're gonna see I'm just like I'm a normal dude, I'm not a bodybuilder. But in no way, shape, or form am I on any wide end of the spectrum. I'm not unhealthy, but I'm also not fit. But I know what it takes to be in a healthy lifestyle, is what I'm saying. Because I've actually lived the bad.
How'd that feel, huh?
That's all we were talking about. There's nothing too much to it. So like Mama's used to it by now, but like I'm a huge advocate for making sure your health's okay. Like we crack jokes sometimes, and like example, one time she said that her brain hurt, but it was in a joking manner. She was referring to something that was said in chat. But me knowing that she's going through these headaches right now, like I basically stopped the stream and I was like, "Are you okay, Mama?" Even though other people got that she was joking. When it comes to health issues, I'm very serious about them. Well, if you want to change, and once again, when I say these things, I always talk to people as much as I talk to myself. Like I said, I want to get healthier myself, and I can. I'm not on any side of the spectrum. I'm not terribly unhealthy, but at the same time, I could be more fit. So usually what it takes is developing a habit. It's as simple as that. A lot of people set up alarms and stuff like that where they just say, alright, at this time I will drink water, or at this time I will just like go out. And there's multiple ways to boost your health. It could be as simple as just going out and standing out in the sun for 30 minutes. There's plenty of avenues you can take. And I can say personally, staying out in the sun actually has helped me a bit more. Your energy levels actually do rise the more sunlight you take in. It's just a slow process. We live in a day and age where a lot of people rely on the medications to kind of boost those things. And those do help. They can also steer you in the right direction. But a lot of the own personal health comes from the steps you have to take and the habits you build before, or like before you actually get to that point. It's just habit. I think the best way to start, because I don't know your personal own goals, is don't give yourself any extreme goal that is too far out of reach. Like I said, it could be as simple as just like having like 3 glasses of water a day and just staying strict to that schedule. That's how you start stuff, and eventually it becomes easier. I mean, hearing some of your stories, DZ, you've actually already developed some habits that you're probably not aware of. For some people, like you told me that you had to take a pill because you drink caffeine to watch yourself. That in of itself is a habit that you've developed. It's understandable. But like I said, you've already developed you've developed some good habits. The fact that you're willing to take your pills when you drink caffeine is a positive habit. Like I said, there's a lot of people who have the issues that you go through, but they don't really take the steps to mitigate them. It kind of just tumbles on itself. The pills, I think I have 3 scripts. Like taking nerve pills, only when necessary. But it's still something. Okay, like I'm serious. I've met people that just outright don't take them and then complain about the situation that they're in. Everybody's in different levels. I still wish growth on everybody. It's just more developing that personal walk. And I'm saying, as much as you're demeaning yourself by saying that you still aren't following that prescription as much as you should be, you still do it enough where, like, you're here. You understand the importance of taking it. Like I said, you have 5 kids, and like there's personal issues that you go through every day that you're like you've made it to today, and you are gonna make it to tomorrow. Like, though you have developed habits in order to continue on to the next thing. So don't sell yourself short in that. I think as a society we make a habit of pointing out the things that we're not doing because it's easy for us to point out the things that we're aware that we're not doing. But a good starting point is to accept the things that you do. A lot of growth is self-encouragement. Ain't nobody in your corner the best than yourself.
Let's go!
I think I missed one.
Enemy in range. Engaging autocannon.
Over here, son! Ah!
And all this comes from experience. Like I said, I'm not some extravagant guy who hasn't had bad habits either. Like I said, I used to eat pizza and soda only. Okay. So, one of the things I always love to point out when people say stuff like that. So, in my stream just now, you've hit me with multiple things that you personally are aware of. Now, the best part about that, died from heroin and overdose, so I'm not big on meds anymore. Understandable. But the biggest part I like about you openly admitting this stuff right now and writing, basically typing them in my stream, is you're aware of them. And that's always the first part. That's always the first part. A lot of people, the hardest thing to deal with is becoming aware of what the issue is. And I think the next step is understanding that none of that stuff just happens overnight. A lot of we go into this and like, well, this is my problem, this is my problem, this is my problem, and I should work on this, I should work on this, I should work on this. But we don't understand the fact that none of that stuff just happens instantly. And we belittle ourselves and get upset and like I don't think, get into a state where we like of like no hope, basically, because we think it's unattainable. Instead of accepting the fact that it is a walk, that you don't have to sprint it. It's not something that you can rush. Um, just go about it piece by piece as best as you can. Um, and then you'll see the results. I think a good example of that is my sister. My sister, the guy she's with now, who I really love, my brother-in-law, is her second husband. She had a divorce with her first husband, and overall, that whole marriage was very unhealthy for her, and you could see it in her physical health. For the first time in my life, I had never seen my sister actually overweight. She's always been a skinny person, but she became overweight. She became stressed. It was really like there was a lot of things in her life that was deteriorating her health, and that was what I'd say 10 years ago when I saw her like that. Now, like I said, I'm heading to Florida and I'm helping her. My sister is absolutely glowing. She's at that age where, like I said, we all point out our own flaws better than everybody else. We're our own worst enemy. My sister, she thinks that that she's getting older. Um she has her moments where she thinks because she's getting older she's uglier and stuff like that. In my own personal opinion, I have never seen her happier, and because that happiness is something that's very deep rooted in her life because of how much she's had to put in her own personal growth, she's looking amazing. I'll fix some face wrongs I've done in the past. Things like, yeah, it's just the first step, but it's not something that can get done real quick. It's progress. So it's I'm proud of where my sister has come, but it was 10 years. 10 years of just working bit by bit. And the thing is, it bled off into my nephews. So I have 2 nephews, and because of how stressful that marriage was like that, my first nephew was born with a soft skull, so he had to be put in like a head brace, to make sure that the shape of his head didn't deform too much. That's what I'm saying. This is why I say personal health is very important, because I don't think we take put a lot of attention to how it can really affect both us and those around us. But by my sister working on her own health, and by the way, also finding a man who was that is supporting her in that, they've helped each other grow. He said himself that he's been in a position where he wasn't healthy as much himself. That's also branched off into my nephews. They're very athletic. They're very fit and healthy for kids, to the point where junk food's a treat for them, but it doesn't deteriorate their health anyway. They have they can have ice cream, but they're physically healthy. They have a very good head on their shoulders. They're very smart. It's amazing. But that started with my sister working on herself. She couldn't have branched off to help my nephews if she and herself wasn't good. So it's more like putting things to the side. It's okay to accept that these are all the issues and how you want to deal with them. But essentially, you just kind of want to just peel off a bit by bit. You're not going to be able to cut off a chunk without when you cut that chunk off, you cut off some of the good stuff that you need to keep as well. So it's a process. And as you just peel off bit by bit, you'll realize that it's actually going to help you. And the more you help yourself, the better you are fit to help the others in your life. But the first step is accepting it. First step is realizing that that's what's there.
Almost there. Just hold on a little longer.
I took psych in college too. One of my best classes, man. I don't think I would have been a psychologist, but it was the most enlightening class I could ever take. I actually highly recommend that. Even if I think psychology should probably be like a mandatory class. I don't think I would have ever said that. But to understand how the human mind works and how you can actually influence it to benefit you, and understand how it can actually be a detriment to you if you don't work with it, That's such good. It's a good thing. Yes, especially the child. Yes,
Let's go!
understanding how a lot of how your childhood development actually affects you in the long run as well.
Just leave me. Keep going. Like hell. I got you.
So I honestly think like psychology should have been like a mandatory class for people. Nothing extensive. I would prefer it like it wouldn't be something that, you know, dictates whether people pass or not. It's more of just an enlightenment course, in my opinion. It's something that, you know, it should be like just the spread of more knowledge, not something that should dictate whether you pass or not. Darn it! I could have sworn I jumped, but whatever. Jeez, my first actual death. Okay, I wanted to be a criminal psychologist, or like a research of the brain and stuff like that, like how it works and such. I love that. I absolutely love that. Because it's interesting, isn't it?
Hyperion recommends channeling.
It's weird how studying the brain can actually start to make a lot of sense in the long run. And to be fair, you weren't here for it yesterday, but I revealed that I have issues with my mother. It's been a hard thing to learn how to actually like love her and support her. Just because of what's going on in my own personal life. You can never learn anything about the brain. It's ever changing. Correct. But what ended up happening is that because I took psychology, there's a lot of things that I've learned in psychology that has made me understand my own mother more. So it's helped me grow in its own way. Things I've been able to pinpoint, because I think a lot of what happened between me and my mother wasn't necessarily because she like wanted to like cause a rift between us. I see it more like she's gone through her own personal traumas in her youth, and that resulted in our own relationship becoming something a little bit poor. So yeah, I'm a big advocate for psychology becoming a class that should be talked about. And like I said, nothing to break the bank about. It's one of those classes I feel like is an enlightenment class, and it should be like more knowledge that should be spread around so people can understand, you know, how we as people actually work. But honestly, DZ, thank you for stopping by. This is the kind of stuff that I love to do inside my stream. I know Mama was like hitting me up yesterday, like, you gotta check out his morning streams and stuff like that. But this is really all I want to do. You know, food for thought type of stuff. Share my love of gaming so people can enjoy that if that's all they want to do. But, you know, share this food for thought moments. Get the brain racking. Okay, I have teleporters now. This guy. I love having those conversations.
I don't die so easy.
Part of which is because I don't think there's a restriction on who can have them. We're all at different levels, so it's nice just to, like, when you have these conversations, you're more open to just understanding the person around you. It's just talking about, you know, really what's going on in our own personal walks, and how we're applying them to ourselves, and applying them into our lives. At the same time, I kill bandits. I think the title fits. What did I call this one? I think it said there ain't no therapy or something like that, by like killing bandits.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah. I just find it nice to hear people's experiences, hear their take on the world. Let's see what's up. Change this? Yes, it is. Ooh, slag one too. Yeah, I think I've delved more into understanding mental health ever since I took psychology.
And your hatred. It comes down to me to save this world from your kind.
It's garnered me a bigger patience for a lot of people. Like I said, I honestly respect people who have limiting problems because, I mean, they have severe problems because they're limited because of their mental health. Because I'm just a normal dude. I look back and I think maybe I probably was unmedicated. Jude stream. A few passed last month from a rare brain tumor. Trying to do it like. You're trying to do it like how I do this? A St. Jude stream. Sorry to hear about your nephew, by the way. You're trying to do a charity stream. Okay. Is that coming soon? When is that starting?
Wasn't so challenging.
Also, I don't know if you have a brother or a sister. I'm just gonna say they. How are the parents taking it? Are they all right?
Let's just get this out of the way. Yes, most of my merchandise was ripped from the hands of dead adventurers.
Welcome to Dr. Zed's Portable Clinic. What can I do?
This is where it all ends. Once Lilith...
They're making it, okay. System does not provide much for which leads to. That's the unfortunate thing. That's kind of why I do what I do. Like I said, I can't provide medications. I can't provide prescriptions. That's why I said like I personally think of myself like an unprofessional therapist at the very least. And it's because I have been seeing this happen a lot, where it's just because of how the healthcare system is right now. A lot of these deep-rooted issues go unanswered. It's so simple. I find like when it comes to the healthcare system here, they don't care about you, and they're more lenient to just prescribe stuff to you, get you on a program because you have to pay for that medicine, and it basically keeps the system going. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you're on medication, you're paying for that medication, which means money goes through. It becomes a self-sustaining system at that point. To just simply say, hey, you have this, blah 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 blah, you're done. Where I think a lot of what's going on, it was over. They just left the state to get away from everything. I completely understand that. Completely understand that. So two things. When it comes to the mental health system here, I think for me it's a lot more deep rooted than that. I wish there was a little bit more of a personal touch when it came to medicating people and really helping them. And like, yeah, that's more expensive in the long run, but what's going on currently is not healthy in any sense of the word, and I find it to be more detrimental. When it comes to your okay, so when it comes to those that just lost your 1-year-old nephew, I understand what it's like to leave, to escape. Everything familiar becomes situations where you no longer could have those opportunities with that child you lost. You know, you spend those days walking by stores that you probably potentially wanted to go to with that child, maybe playgrounds, stuff like that. So everything familiar becomes a haunting environment. I understand that completely. So my heart goes out to them. I'd say, you know, just stay in touch with them as best as you can. I bet you already are. But thank you for letting me know, and just let them know that they're in my thoughts if they care at all. I understand.
Over here! Beautiful! Give me some support! Try breaking through this, jackass! Oh, how the hell did you do that? That it? Huh?
No! The key's charged!
Yeah.
I'm not dying yet.
Once again, my heart goes out to you and your family.
You're too late, Bandit.
I had this conversation with Mama last morning. When I told you I was talking about my grandpa and how I deal with loss. Loss comes in many shapes and forms. So when it comes to, you know, understanding the loss of like a nephew, I don't really have any experience with that, and so the only thing I can really do is go off of the experience of how I felt when I lost my grandpa. And like I said, I'm 27, and even though I spent 2 years after his death not accepting his death, it had been a great trauma for my whole life that I only recently got out of it. And by recently, I mean within like the last year, maybe a year and a half. So I understand the pain that comes with it, and it's not something that is fast. It's not something that is even something that can be determined as like it'll take you this amount of time to get over. It's different for everybody. I don't know I don't know your family personally, so I don't even really have advice on things that they could do. You get what I'm saying? Just things like, you know, things to actually help the healing process. For me, the only thing that really helped was that my sister finally just snagged me out of that turmoil. My sister's the one who ripped me from that turmoil. She helped me really get on the healing path. So that's what worked for me. But it's different for everybody. I'm glad I can say, yeah, we all cope differently. I can say I'm glad that I had a sister who could do that for me. So I know it's redundant, and people probably hear it all the time. Time, like, you know, take time. Time will heal all. But essentially, what I find is that the reason why people say time will heal all is because as time goes on, you'll start to peel away from that situation and find things that'll actually help you heal better. For me, it was my sister. Thank you for sharing that.
Mob is rising! Get to high ground!
Yeah. That's my point. Like, I won't say time healed me. Like I said, I had a sister who supported me and really guided me on the path of understanding how to heal. So it wasn't time that healed me. It just, time is what brought me the ability to peel away from the pain a bit. And actually, like, I would say, when you're in the raw of the moment when it first starts, you're very blinded to what's going on. Yeah, I talked to Mom about it yesterday. I call it like a rainbow of emotions. You don't really know what's going on. You don't even know how to really comprehend or understand it. There's no description of it.
Watch out!
So, time just bought me the ability to peel away from the pain a bit and really see where I need to go next.
Get to high ground!
And for me, it was my sister. For everybody, it's going to be different. Yeah.
Mob is rising! Get to high ground! Mob is rising! Get to high ground! Mob is rising! Get to high ground!
I heard you the first time, Lilith. Yes, this is what we do here, DZ.
This can't be happening! This can't be happening!
Just have some kind of like heartfelt conversations. It's not always what goes on. It only arises when stuff like this actually leads to it.
Though. Hit the button on the moonshot console.
You can. There's plenty of times where it's literally just been like a gaming stream and I'm just cracking jokes, and just having a good time. But when it warrants it, if somebody stops by and they need my help, which is thinking about some stuff, that's what happens here. Bye, buddy. Go handle your family. It's never a problem, and I appreciate you stopping by, DZ. You have a good day, okay?
No, I can't die like this. Not when I'm so close. And not at the hands of a filthy bandit! See, I could have saved this planet. See, I could have actually restored order. And I wasn't supposed to die by the hands of a child-killing...
I'm just letting Jack talk. I always love killing him.
You're a savage.
From my boy Roland.
You're a maniac. You are a bandit. And I am the goddamn hero. The warrior was practically a god. How? How in the hell have you killed my warrior?
Lots of bullets.
You idiots. The warrior could have brought peace to this
Okay, I'm gonna go mute for a second. I don't know who's calling me.
No more bandits. Pandora. It could have been paradise.
This is the end, Vault Hunter. Either you kill Jack, or I'll kill him for you. What's it gonna be?
Got a bot in the chat. Annihilate him. Kill the heathen, mama. It's funny that I would get a bot in my chat the instant I also get a call about my extended warranty. That was a call about my extended warranty.
That was for Roland, Axton.
Maybe he was trying to double whammy me.
It's over. It's finally over. Good going, Vault Hunter. You are a badass. Now, just gotta get rid of that key.
What's this do?
Wait a second. Let me. You don't want to touch this thing right now.
But thank you,
trust
Mama. Hammer of Justice.
Slow down, man. I nearly bought it back there. Hey, Lilith!
Where the hell were you guys 5 minutes ago? If it weren't for the Vault Hunter, we'd all be dead.
I think that's her way of saying.
Okay, so what I'm gonna start doing now, Mama. I'm gonna start doing the DLCs.
If I never see
I think
this
I'm
key again,
supposed to
it'll be too soon.
do
Fun, you alien.
the DLCs after True Vault Hunter mode. But like I said, I got the badass ranks.
What the? Are those vaults?
You know what that means.
Yeah. No rest for the wicked.
I can't let this play. Oh, there was a time when I loved you so. Okay. What now? Now what? I'm trying to remember what DLCs they have. Sure, let's head back to Sanctuary. Clear that up first. Does that make you love me, baby? So how you like me now? Okie dokie. What kind of DLCs do? Ooh, it's King Mong. Hi, buddy. What the hell?
Dropping sentry! Turret, what would I do without you?
Hello, Gunslinger. Welcome to my channel. How are you doing today, sir? Sir or madam. Don't know for sure. Whatever you prefer, please let me know.
Welcome, customer. Pleasure doing business. I'm sure we'll be doing this again soon enough.
Okay. Just making sure, man. I don't know. The gamer tag is anonymous. But everything's good in the neighborhood. Just stopping by watching me play Borderlands 2. Do you know anything about this game? Oh no, I don't need any help. I've beaten this game back and forth multiple times. I'm just doing this as a chill morning stream.
High quality,
then I do some rookie move like that by buying all the guns in the machine. Nah, I've beaten this game back and forth multiple times. I was just doing an Axton build because I never really played with the Axton. My main character was Maya, and she was my first OP10. Beat this game once. On Ultimate, did you get into any OP levels?
Good luck.
How you like me now?
Day for capitalism.
Never got stationed anywhere this nice in the Lance.
It's level 35. Oh. So you beat the normal story mode. Have you gone into true Vault Hunter mode yet, or? Because I'm not weak. My badass rank is 400. So some of the stuff that you see me doing. So let me just turn it off quickly. So that's how fast the gun fires, and it reloads somewhat slow. But with my badass rank on, I've played the game a lot. I'm alright. I'm not in any sense of the word new to this game. Just going around, having fun, doing missions, doing crazy stuff sometimes. Oh, she has.
I'm very sorry to say I need
It's the raid boss. But I ain't gonna do that raid boss. That's just insanity.
You're wrong. I've built a seismograph out of rusty metal and mucus, and it tells me that a creature of considerable power has awakened somewhere on Pandora. You will
With the badass rank? Okay, so here's the thing. The badass rank I have is a hack. Well, not a hack, a glitch. A hack involves me actually messing with the game. This is a glitch that I did to get the badass rank I did. So, so real quickly, so you understand what's going on. Borderlands 2 is a fun game for the first playthrough and the second playthrough and Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, which is the third playthrough. In a sense, but it's a grind. It's really hard to get through the game just the normal way. But I got through it. The problem is whenever you start to do the DLCs, which what I'm about to do, just to show them on my stream, they become ridiculously hard. Like, you can't beat them. If you're level 50, even though you're level 50 and you're fighting level 50 monsters, for some reason on the DLCs, those level 50 monsters feel like level 72s. So what I did is you can look it up on YouTube. It's called the Badass Token glitch, and it's a way to get badass tokens, but it requires you to have a high badass rank first. Yes, it's a little hard to explain, but I would advise watching it on YouTube. It's called the Badass Token Glitch. It still works, but it requires you to have one account and then a dummy fake account. So you need two accounts. One that's yours, the one that you want to use, and then a dummy fake one. But I did it because at the time I wanted to beat the game and I had no internet access. So playing this game by yourself and only yourself, it's impossible to beat the game. And I know it seems kind of ridiculous, but if you actually do any research on this game, the power power leveling in this game is outrageous. I mean that. Like, it's kind of crazy how strong some of the enemies get in this, to the point where you can't beat them no matter what. There are plenty of people who and by the way, the badass level that I have it at, it balances out when I get to those harder levels. By the time I get to those harder levels, it feels like a normal game. That's what I mean by how hard the end game is in this. The new account doesn't have to be a new account. It can be a fake one. It doesn't need to be a like what system do you play on? Perfect. The second account doesn't have to be a PlayStation Plus account. It's just a dummy fake account. It's completely possible to make those. I almost got afraid because I thought you might have said like you had an Xbox or something like that. Because I think Xbox, it doesn't work. But on PlayStation 4, it works. The second account doesn't have to be a PlayStation Plus account. It's just a second account. It makes it easier if you also have two controllers. You can do it with one controller, but it's a little bit of a longer step. But it makes it a little bit easier if you have two controllers. Give me 1 second. My AC's on. It's making me a little bit cold. But yeah, basically what it involves is you start a game with the character you want to level up. Then you so like you turn the game on. I did mean a new account, but not a PlayStation Plus account. It is still a new account. It's just a different user. You get what I'm saying? But it doesn't have to be PlayStation Plus. But the basics of what it is you turn on the game, and you know at the menu where it's like playing the like the guitar drum, the doom 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 doom, that part. You put your first character in, the one that you want to level up. And then you make the second account join your game. Then you start the game. Once you're in, exit the game. When you're back in the menu, exit the menu. Now with the dummy account, which is why I said it makes sense if you have two controllers, start the game again. Then make your character that you want to level up join the dummy character's game. Start the game. Exit out. By the time you enter the game again with the character you want to level up, what it does is it resets your badass tokens. Now, the only way that this really works is if you have a high badass rank. You know, let me see if I can do it now. My screen might go dark for a bit. While I turn it on, I'm gonna see if I can do it. I'm gonna have other character join. Okay, are we still good? Am I still here? I want to see if I can get this done. So, I don't quit. I don't know if you saw, but I have no badass tokens or anything like that. Don't have any. Alright. So this is the character I'm going to level up. And by the way, it doesn't matter what character you start with, because it's tied to your account. The badass rank is tied to your account. So it doesn't really matter what character you have, just so long as you pick the one you want. Gonna make my dummy character join. Yeah, that doesn't matter. That's the dummy character. Gonna hit continue game. We'll do normal mode just for the sake of it. You do need to have a decent high badass rank to do it. Okay. Then we will quit the game. Save and quit. I think you're supposed to have that character leave the game, exit to the title screen, with the dummy account, start the game, have the character you want join the game, hit continue. It's gonna be a little weird, like it may just like start this thing off a little differently. Yeah. So because that was a new character, it's starting this one off as a new game.
Another deadbolt hunter. Handsome Jack's been busy. Wait a minute. You're not dead. Yes. Now I can get off this glacier.
Yes, it is easier with two controllers.
Ship has finally come in.
I forgot how to do it with one controller, but it is possible with one controller. But you also need to have a decently high badass rank as well.
Or they would if
that's
any of
the
them were
other
still
part.
alive, or had
There
existed
is
in the
some work
first
that has to
place.
put into it.
Oh, I've got something for you. Here, take this echo communicator that I totally didn't loot from one of these corpses. It comes with a Class 12 heads-up display, complete with a mini-map. Now, come, friend. Let's get you inside. Man, this is great! Now that I've met a mighty vault hunter.
So then, quit. Save and quit. You're welcome. It's gonna take a little bit of work, but I did it because the end game is way too hard. Back out. Back out. And then I'm gonna see if I can start the game with my main character. And voila! Badass rank and tokens updated. You now have 508 additional unspent badass tokens. I press continue game. It takes me to Sanctuary. And once again, I had 0. What, add you into the game? To play with me? I have to develop a little bit of trust first. I just don't add normal people. And then bam. 508 badass tokens. And I just go plop, 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 plop. 500 times. I have to develop trust first. I just don't just add people just because they ask. Especially on games like this. For the most part, I'm just doing a relaxing stream for people. If you want to set up plans, stuff like that, we have to develop a trust first. But I'm not going to continue to do all this. I may do like 20 here and there. But that's how you raise your badass rank. With the badass glitch. What missions do I have? Let's do this just in.
Been listening to those Hyperion newscasters say you're killing kids and kicking puppies? I found the guy who's recording them. He's in the Arid Nexus.
But it's nothing against you. I'm a fairly new streamer. I've only been streaming for like 2.5 weeks. So it's more of a safety precaution for myself, for making sure that I make the stream the way I want it to go. Like any parties that I've hopped in, even for myself. So there's like people I watch, and I never personally just outright asked if I can join them. For the most part, I spent like the first, I think, 3 to 4 days just hanging out in their chat, and then they openly asked me if I wanted to join, and that's when I joined. But for the most part, it's because I'm a fairly new streamer. It's really nothing against you. It's something I actually want to do in the future.
this just in, Pandora. The bandit scum who killed Jack's daughter has just set
Reinforcements requested at Hyperion.
trouble on the border worlds, listeners. Today, Hyperion struck a great blow against the bandit hordes of Pandora. The terrorist stronghold of New Haven is in ashes. Thanks to the work of a courageous informant known as Shep Sanders, Hyperion infiltrated the town shortly before daybreak this morning. The Hyperion troops, led of course by Handsome Jack, managed to capture them. Today marks a
Besides, you probably also wouldn't even like to be playing with me. With the way that my badass rank is, if we played together, I would kill everything. It's a great way to help somebody level up, but it can get kind of boring and redundant. And I could turn it off, but then I'm actually, if I turn it off, then I'm actually weaker than you.
Will bring peace and order to the lawless hell that Pandora has become.
It's actually a great range in terms of power.
These will be a thing of the past. With Hyperion in charge, Pandora can look forward to a very bright future.
Just 1 second. I want to make sure I turn off the second controller. I don't want to waste the battery on it. Okay. All right. I hope we're back now. That's cool, but even in Borderlands 3, I don't personally need help. I beat the game in Borderlands 3 as well. And I think I have the max level even with all the updates. I just stepped away from it a bit just because Borderlands 2 is just more of a fun stream for me. The Headhunters, ooh, those are pretty quick. But I really want to do Bunkers and Badasses. I'm gonna try Bunkers and Badasses and see if I can handle that. Mama, we're doing Bunkers and Badasses. Where is it? I'm assuming docks. It's different for everybody. Like I said, I'm a new streamer. It's for the safety. It's for the safety and sanity of my own personal stream. That on my stream, I prefer to develop a bit of a trust. If people want other people to join, that's fine. Usually they have systems put in a way where they can manage it. Let's see you, Gunslinger. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a good day. Ooh. Adios, hermano.
Close to the entrance to Flame Rock Refuge, but suddenly... The handsome sorcerer's pet dragon appears! Surprise attack!
Oh, I want to smack you.
You try to attack the dragon, but your attacks do nothing! The dragon
boss fight, players can't win.
Touche. Okay, everybody back up.
I'm ready for more.
I wanted to kill someone.
Okay, how about a new boss? He's a skeleton. And his name is... Mr. Boney?
I am Mr. Bodie Van Sky.
Does that work?
This pleases me.
Alright, the road
This
to
pleases
Landmark
me.
Refuge is open. Go there. Go.
Bunkers and badasses. Hey yo. What do I have for weapons right now? Alright, I think we're good with what we got. Ouch. Out of ammo.
Luge.
Siren, and her name is Brick. She is the prettiest. You know how it is, Mama. Handle you first. Ooh.
Turret deployed. Another sentry kill. Love that turret.
Oh, I forgot about the mimics. Yeah, we'll stick to the main for right now. I think that's done charging. Plug my phone in before it dies. The hell? Climb the damn rocks. Let's go. Siren. And She is the prettiest.
You've entered the town of Flame Rock Refuge. In the distance, you see the town's scouting post, always alert in case of batteries and stuff.
Stop playing this game.
Let's talk to some town folk.
Grand idea.
The queen hath gone missing. Maybe her bodyguard Eleanor knows where she is.
If the queen doesn't return, we shall never see the sun again.
Sounds like we should go find this Eleanor. The bodyguard isn't here.
Oh, whoops. Forgot to put her piece on the board. Blam! Girl looks like she got a problem.
I punch her problems.
I talked to her. In character.
It looks like that actually does look like a soldier a bit.
Hello, madam. Is something the matter?
The queen is missing. She went into the forest to bring the light back to the world.
So where'd she go?
She said something about using the tree of life to undo the curse. That must be where she's going. And so your purpose became clear. You gotta go to the forest and help the queen. Nobody's technically allowed in the forest since the world went dark, but the gatekeeper's a real pushover. Just tell him I sent you.
Turn it out!
Good luck.
Yeah, the queen went into the forest. It's too dangerous to go alone. I shall accompany you. Just once.
Whoop, time out. I gotta take this. Miss Tina.
It's Mr. Core! Nina! Put me in the cage!
Okay, the gatekeeper is now Mr. Cord.
Good to see you. Wow! So I'm a gatekeeper, huh? In that case, you gotta prove your badassitude to get past me. First task, blow up the village's scouting blimps with the fire ribbon. Because reasons!
I want you to blow up the ocean.
Yeah!
What? Bunkers and badasses.
Destroyed the village's only way to see approaching threats. We had no reason to do that.
Fantasy! All right, badass task 2. Go to the town tavern.
And apparently I am strong enough with what I got to actually do the DLC, so we gonna do it.
You're still alive. Good. Keep it that way.
Wait, this town doesn't have a tavern.
Okay, you're at the tavern. The bar owner has a problem. Talk to her.
Hey, baby.
Hey, adventurer. It's closing time, but these idiots can't take a hint. Could you throw them out for me? Don't be afraid to get rough.
Hey, baby. I'm home.
Thanks, sugar.
Oh, come on, all right. I'm sorry. I'll never say nothing douchey again, I promise. Bitch!
That is unacceptable! Chase him down! Punch him so hard he explodes! Get him! Need my shorts!
Oh my god.
This makes no sense. Torg is ruining your campaign.
I'm having fun. Well done! You're now badass enough to survive the forest!
So, how does it feel to be a zombie?
Task number 3. I want you to blow up the ocean.
I miss the queen. Her beauty brightened the world.
Reading! Am I right? New mission! I want you to blow up the ocean!
Can you please get him out of our way?
Alright, fair enough. Okay, Mr. Torg, I banish you to the stocks.
The stocks? Awesome!
Anyway, I'm called Davlin, the gatekeeper. I shall open the way to the forest. You will not survive the horrors of the forest on your own. I shall meet you inside and serve as a guide.
Thank you for your support. Not so shitty at all, man named Davlin.
You see Sir Reginald von Bartlesby, aristocrat and riddlemeister. If you can solve one of his brain teasers, you'll get a reward.
Well met, adventurers. I have a riddle for you. I am everyone and no one. Everywhere, nowhere. What do you call me?
Everybody roll your insight stat to see if you can solve that riddle.
I shall repeat the riddle. I am everyone and no one. Everywhere.
Brick, don't slam your dice onto the board. You broke Tina's figurine.
Whoops.
You won. Yay.
So what was the answer to the riddle?
I don't know.
I always get stuck on everything. Talk. There we go.
I've got just the thing for you. Thanks again for taking care of those numbskulls. I left a gun for you, kinda sorta nearby. Feel free to grab it, honey bear. Times are tough, sugar. Ever since the sorcerer cast his Crumpocalypse spell, we've been running awful low on
still
food.
alive.
If you spot any crumpets, be a doll and grab them, would you?
Wait, we can only bring the town crumpets? Tina, you know there are, like, other kinds of food, right? You haven't seriously been living on just crumpets for the last few years, have you?
I do not understand the question.
Get bumped! All right, I got a sweet-ass quest for you. First...
Torg, why are you even playing? We all know you aren't actually interested in nerdy stuff, muscle boy.
What? I can't like geek stuff just because I take care of my body? Discrimination!
Can we get rid of this phony already?
Ladies, I have an idea. Adventurers, you must find the 3 hidden questions of true geekiness. Torg, if you can answer my nerdy questions 3, then a part of this game you shall be.
Shit. I kind of went here really quick and I didn't realize that would vibrate my controller like that.
I got a problem. I'm supposed to be guarding this here town, but I ain't got any armor. Could you head to the forest and find me something that'll protect all this beautiful girth?
Oh, I forgot they got spiders in this game. What?
I am but a humble merchant, and these are my wares. Keep the bullets flying. I got potions and armor. Kinda. Fairly well. Magic's magic. Nothing like a gun at your side. If you've got gold, I've got treasures.
I love the detail in this myth.
Welcome to Dr. Zed's portable cleric station. Have fun storming the tower. Coins for bullets, bullets for coins. I shall see you soon.
I am just a humble merchant, and these are my wares. There's one more where that's the last one. Ah ha ha ha! Dunzo.
What is a crumpet anyway?
It is a griddle cake made from flour and yeast, traditionally eaten with butter. All I ever eat, son.
Ever? Seriously? You should literally be dead.
No, Dad! I gotta live forever!
Okay, 1 second, people. One sec, everybody. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, everybody. Just have to ask my roommate a quick question. Alright. Let's get to it. God, I forgot how bad the Hyperion guns were in this game. Num num cookie. Cookie. That's what it says. Like, I don't see the emotes. I don't know if you see on the stream, but I don't see what the emotes are.
You have found the first
But it says num num cookie.
Mr. Tord, in the Echo Show,
Is that from
space, what color shirt denoted that a crew member was likely to be eaten?
Is that from Incredibles?
Red! Duh!
Correct! On to the next question, adventurers.
Why are you testing me on this stuff again?
Because you're a muscly guy. We gotta make sure you're not faking geekhood just because it's trendy.
That's gatekeeping, Lilith. What the hell? Oh, okay. Crouch button got stuck. How do I get back? Come on, bro. Pick me up. Okay. It says nom nom cookie as a description of it. So I was like, I don't like, and I instantly think of The Incredibles, where he's like, when he's trying to hail down Jack, num num cookie, num num cookie. That's just me. My mind, I retain a lot of useless information at times. It's all good. I feel the love, mama. The thing is, I've never even seen the second movie, but like I remember like they just used to play the commercials like non-stop, so that's why I know about the whole num num cookie thing, because that was like the scene that they put in it.
He's getting away! Get him!
Punch him.
Get him! Punch him! Woo! Woo! Woo!
What? will look into it.
Question 2. In the Echo Book series,
I
King
heard
of
it
Jewelry,
was
the
good,
rightful
so
king needed
I'll
to
check it out.
reforge his broken blank.
Sword!
Correct. On to the final question.
Jack.
Man, you guys are being super exclusionary!
Look, when I was a kid, boys mocked me for 2 reasons. My tattoos and bunkers and badasses. I suffered for my geekiness. You don't get to invade my culture just because it's cool right now.
Holy scat suck! Repressed anger much?
Holy skag suck. Repressed anger much? Thank you, my good man.
Last question. In the 23rd episode of the 15th season of Blue Box Adventures, what is the name of the ship that abducts the Blue Box?
I don't know!
Ooh, bad luck, Torg. Looks like you're not a real geek after all.
Why? I'm just interested in sci-fi and fantasy and unicorns and... Why can't I be part of your game?
Oh. Wow, I feel like a dick.
Me too.
Torg, I'm sorry. You can totally join our game. You can give out side quests in town or something.
All right! You guys sure are the best. Where my mama didn't name me Mr. Torg!
Wait, your first name is Mr. Torg? What's your last name?
Flexington! Quest time, Humpadub! A dangerous monster whom you should kill is hiding out nearby. End of quest briefing!
I love bunkers and badasses, man. It's all around just perfect. Adding stuff like Flexington. If my mom didn't name me Mr. Torg. Mr. Torg is your first name? What's your last name? Flexington! I also even like the fact that Torg can't curse because he had a voice. Did he have like a voice box or something like that installed to his throat, so it automatically bleeps out any curse words for marketing purposes?
You enter the Forest of Tranquility!
I love this too.
Tranquility? Boring.
Okay, good point. Dang, now I gotta come up with a better name for the forest.
I am but a humble merchant, and these are my wares. Looking for a healer? You're in the right place.
Ooh. Let's go for that
Thanks for
8,000
the gold.
shield. Yeah, that's 3 times the amount of shield. We'll be taking that. I don't even care if it's a
Welcome
white.
to Dr. Zed's portable clearing station.
I've got it!
Forced to being alive by trees.
I knew I shouldn't have trusted trees.
See, this is what I mean. Even with my badass rank, this DLC is super hard. That one tree took 3 clips. Or 3 magazines. I kind of want to see what it's like without the badass. Oh, disable. Yeah, look at that. I'm level 34. It ain't doing jack shit. And you reload slow as hell. Thank you, Badass Rank, for saving me a bunch of mental problems.
Find a jewel on the ground. Hello. Maybe the queen left it to mark her trail.
Then we should follow the jewels. They'll lead us right to her.
Yeah, what Big Lily Style said. Just stick to the main road and you'll be ace.
This forest grew from the corpses of my enemies. Isn't that a kick in the ass? Hey, maybe after I kill you, a fern will grow out of your body or something. People like ferns. You ever notice that?
Num num cookie. Cookie.
You're the best killer ever. Killing people, I love it.
Gonna be a mimic. We'll take that one. Why not?
Bye bye.
Oh, it's back. Never looking back. This is stuff like this.
Where you going?
We're exploring.
You may not want to do that. I only balanced the combat on the main path and...
Oh no.
Wait. How in the hell are we supposed to kill these things?
Ultra mega badass tree.
My bad! I'll fix it! Let me fix it!
Boom! Combat balanced!
Hello!
Where the militia used to forge their armor before the sorcerer turned them all into skeletons. They ought to have something in my size around here.
What the?
Damn! Looks like somebody hid
the goods. That ain't armor. Have you seen me? That little scrap wouldn't cover half a tit. Besides, it ain't like the bad guys are only gonna aim for my salsa bits. Find me something with some more heft to it.
And a little information. Yes, I have given her.
Now that's what we're talking about.
I have given her the skimpy armor
Protective
before.
and 100% badass.
You got a choice, Mahose. Do you bring Ellie the bulky armor, or do you grab the more boobalicious metal bikini for her?
That's what I'm talking about. Bring that hot stuff back here. I'm gonna look so damn cool.
Ooh. Ah, damn. Sure, why not? Oh, it's Christmas. And this Christmas will be
Well, hello there, Luke.
a very special Christmas for me. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Oi, over here.
Sentry deployed! Turret, what would I do without you?
Yeah. It's like, where the hell is he?
Follow me. I believe
The queen went this way.
curses. A dead end. There must be some way through. This is orchid.
You ever feel like something's biting you, but you look at it and nothing's biting you?
It says you need to bathe the artifacts in the juices of blah blah blah. Whatever. Looks like you just need to collect some blood fruit.
What the hell? What's a blood fruit?
It's a squishy thing that grows on the trees over here.
Smash!
Meet my lady friend.
No more bullet holes. The boys need more people. No more crush.
It's the bee? It's the bee.
You make broken.
Wow, that happened.
You got the bee shield. Pump up the jam, pump it up.
Awesome.
Sure, why not?
Now that's amazing.
Why not? Got the bee shield. Off a rando drop. Hello, Redundant. Thank you for stopping by. How are you doing today? You just missed it. I got the bee shield off of a random drop in the world. I think it actually has a high chance of dropping here in Bunkers and Badasses, but still, didn't have to farm for it. But how are you doing today, Redundant?
Whoa, you didn't say the blood fruit grew on the tree ants.
Well, they do. Think you're cool enough to grab the fruit without killing the tree?
Wait. I want to let me collect it. It's just because the mission's not up. Got it. Holy, another one? A dad.
This is for you.
Thank you, Maya Fairy. I think they do have a higher rate of dropping it here.
I'm helping.
Luxury. Chitty ching ching, good night. What you want?
Good. Now smear it on the artifacts, please.
Good lord. I think they're renovating the place above me, but they're wild as hell. Might be some banging. Let's go talk to this hippie tree chick or whatever. You know,
Hello, beautiful.
Hey, man. The forest needs your help, or whatever. Some nearby orcs chopped down a bunch of trees for a lumber yard. Plant this sapling in the middle of their camp, alright? Once you plant that sapling, protect it until it can grow into its full size. And then it'll wreak its vengeance on the orcs for defying Mother Nature.
Lord. I forgot about that, man. They really just don't send every single enemy at you. They just kind of send them in waves. And it just takes longer that way.
Challenge completed.
You're near the camp. Just plant that sapling and show them nature's true power and blah 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 trees. Now protect the sapling until it can grow to its full size. I'm gonna take a nap. Hey, sapling's getting hit. Just, you know, heads up. Sapling's about halfway grown, so you know.
Now you be careful, honey.
You're almost done guarding that stupid thing.
Hear me, Ghost Blair! Think about this
One challenge down.
Hey, the sapling's all grown up. Neato. Now help it take out the rest of the camp.
You hard, me harder! Stop the humiliation!
What the heck?
Time!
Dude, walk!
Boys need more meat! Work!
Idiot.
No more crush.
What the hell are you doing, dude? Walk.
Chew him up!
Okay, now he walks. Okay.
No more crush, smash, no more.
I can take you all!
Smash, no more. You hard, me harder! Slug You hard, me up!
You're all gonna die!
You hard, me up! Snap time! Work so hard! You are just what they call work so hard.
Ammo count black!
No more crush. Snap! Work so hard. No more rounds. No more crush.
Hey, you did it! Now you can truly paint with the wind's colors. They make us sing like that, like once a week. Come back whenever.
Okay. Methinks this is a good stopping point. I'm a tad bit still tired, so I'm gonna just relax a bit before I have to go to Florida today. Who the hell is screaming? I'm trying to end a stream here, sir. Please lower your voice. I don't like your tone. Yeah, let me go turn this mission in and I think we call it a day. Ooh, skill point.
Trees are so stupid.
Alright. We will end it here, guys. I thank everybody for stopping by and hanging out with me. Oh, yeah. That was a good stretch. I am going to be heading to Florida and we'll catch up with you guys, I believe, Monday morning. I don't know if I'll do a stream Monday morning, but that's when I'll be back. So I love you all. I end it here, and I wish you all the best.